Hey, welcome back to True-Moto-Resto, and on today's video we're going to do a walk around on startup on the 1997 CBR600 F3. That one right there. Okay, so today I thought I would just do a quick walk around and talk about my CBR600 F3. Why I have it, and then we'll start it up. And so I've had this a couple of years. I honestly have not ridden this particular bike. I've ridden one of these before. The reason I have this is my brother used to own one. He bought it brand new in '97, and I absolutely loved the bike. I rode it a couple of times when he had it, and it was just smooth. It did everything well. I just loved the bike, and I loved the colors. He had this exact color scheme. And when he sold it, I was crushed. I wanted it so bad, and I don't think at the time I probably couldn't afford to buy it off him at the time. There was other things going on with the young family and that kind of stuff. But years later, I stumbled upon this one while I was actually looking at the Buell, the yellow Buell XB9R, and the same guy had a whole pile of bikes that he was interested in getting rid of and moving and whatnot. So this was one of them. And I felt like I kind of rescued it, to be honest. It was, well, it's not in terrible condition, or it wasn't. It wasn't well looked after. It had its problems. So well, here's what I've done to it since I got it. I replaced the front headlight because it was damaged in the center here. So I got a replacement headlight off eBay. The front wheel was on backwards. The tire was mounted correctly, but it was all mounted backwards, so I took that off and swapped it around. The bike had been down on this side, so I ended up getting a new lower fairing, although I did repaint and redecal the one that had been scraped up. And this, I repainted this infill panel here and put a couple of new decals on it. You can't even tell, it looks perfect. And then this decal up here was kind of scuffed up and all torn through from the crash or the drop. Still got a bit of a bubble there. I've not properly worked out, but the Image Works in the UK had a replacement decal kit, and it's a very good quality kit. It has the proper pixelated fade from the orange down here to the yellow. So they did a really nice job on see, now I've seen that little bubble there. Now I can't leave that alone. I'm gonna have to sort that out. But they sent me the kit, just the decals that I needed actually, and then that worked out quite well. And then other things that I've done, I repaired the side panels. There's a couple of lugs. There's a lug back here that I had to fix on the inside, and then there's a lug right behind here that had snapped off. So I'll pull the panel off and show you that. Okay, so this is the just an example of the lug that I've made using plastics. I took a mold off the other side and then cast this one using the mold, using the plastics powder and liquid, and then I epoxied it onto the panel on the inside. The other one had a broken lug at the back, so I took a mold off this one and cast the other side. So they tend to work pretty well. The only challenge I've had is on this particular type of plastic, which is not ABS. Sometimes depending on the kind of epoxy you use, they can pop off. This one I just had to reattach the other day because it did come off. But in the past, I've had a lot of good luck, especially on ABS plastic. So I'm just trying a different epoxy now, and we'll see how that one goes. And what else have I done? It was leaking fuel really badly when I got it. The petcock was leaking bad, so I changed the petcock. Got a brand new one from Honda. The carburetors were leaking really bad. The fuel tubes that pass between the carburetors were leaking between carbs 3 and 4, so I pulled the carbs off, electronically cleaned them, and I put a new set of seals and gaskets and whatnot in there from Light Tech in Thailand. They make really good stuff. So I did that. And yeah, oil, fresh oil. And I'm just trying to think if I've done anything else to it. I don't think so. The only other thing that I still have to take a look at doing is once in a while I see a tiny drip of coolant below the fuel pump. So I suspect that that is kind of on its way out. I do have another fuel pump for it. I just haven't taken the time to put that on yet. As I said, I haven't been riding the bike anyway. I kind of bought this just from a sentimental point of view. It's got a Vance and Hines pipe on it. I did get an OEM factory pipe still in the box, but I'm not actually convinced that I bought the right one, to be honest. I'm pretty sure it's off an F2, according to the number on the box. And I'm not sure if the F2 pipe will fit the F3. Some folks say yes, it will. I'm doubtful, but we'll see. Again, I haven't taken the time to put that on yet, but it does sound really good with that pipe on it. It certainly has some nice noise, and the mileage is pretty low. That's in kilometers, 18,716 kilometers. That's pretty low for a 97. So yeah, it's a good looking bike. One of the best color schemes, I think, for the late 90s CBR range. I really love the purple and yellow with the kind of the orange and green accents in there. It looks awesome. So let's start it up and you can hear it. So it should fire up pretty easy because it has been running quite recently. So this is not the first time it's run in a while. So. Still on choke at the moment, still cold. So that's the other thing I did on this bike is I put a brand new rear fender on it. When I got it, it had been cut off down here. So I managed to find one out of the UK. A little bit of damage in the back that's been repaired in here in the past. There's a crack right here. Also a bit of a crack under here, but that's about the only damage on the bike. She sounds pretty good. Tires are new. there you go. There's my 97 CBR600 F3. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. And we'll see you soon with another video.